Hey guys, welcome to video 7 of the Guitar Chords 101 video course. Okay, let's summarize a little bit here. The chords we've learned up to this point. We've talked about triads and tetrad chords and their associated chord formulas. We've learned that triads have 3 notes and tetrad chords have 4. We've discussed major, minor, dominant, diminished, half diminished, and augmented chords. I want to throw in one other chord name that you'll see. Sometimes you'll hear of a suspended chord, often called a sus chord. And these are chords that leave out the third, but include a major second or a perfect fourth. And these chords usually create a very dissonant or uneasy sound, and it sounds like it needs to resolve to another chord. And there can be sus2 and sus4 chords. And those are chords that contain a second or a fourth, and they need to be resolved to a third. So now I also want to discuss how chords are named. It's pretty self-explanatory. It goes like this: root note, the quality. Dominant chords sometimes omit the word dominant. 7, if it's a 7th chord. Dominant 7 chord will just be a C7. And then any alterations, such as sharp or flat 5ths or 9ths. And then the highest extensions played, and sometimes the word add is also used in the label. So some examples would be, sticking to the theme of C chords here: C major, C minor 7, C7, C9, or C7 add 9. I'll use this example of the add just once so you can see it here, but it can be applied to any chord with an extension in it. C minor 9, C major 13, C7 sharp 9, also known as the Hendrix chord, C7 sharp 5 flat 9. So there's all sorts of combinations you can have when it comes to these chords. So summing up here, a chord is named first by the root note, then the quality, any alterations, and then any extensions. So now let's talk about the letters and symbols you'll run into when you're looking at pieces of music. Here's the spellings and symbols commonly used to depict the quality of chords. Starting with the major chords, they'll usually use capital letters to demonstrate the quality. And this could be a capital M letter. It could be the letters MAG with a capital M, or possibly on a major chord, no symbol at all. You may just see the letter of the root note. Sometimes letters aren't even used to depict the quality, but symbols are used instead. And for the major chord symbol, a triangle is used. Minor chords will usually have lowercase letters, such as a lowercase m or the letters MIN. And the symbol for minor chords is just a minus sign. And as I've mentioned, dominant chords usually just list the root note, then the highest interval played, such as C7, but sometimes you'll see the letters DOM as the quality, but it's rare. An augmented chord will usually be listed with the letters AUG. And although I've used the capital letter A throughout this course to abbreviate an augmented chord at various times, you never see a chord actually named CA7. The symbol for an augmented chord is a plus sign. Diminished chords use the letters DIM. Same deal here. You never see a chord labeled CD7, although I may have used it in this course to demonstrate the diminished interval several times. And the symbol used for a diminished chord is an open circle. And the half diminished symbol is an open circle with a line through it. And as I've mentioned, sometimes you'll see the suspended chord labeled sus2 or sus4 depending on which note is played. Okay, so hopefully this video has given you a pretty good grasp of how chords are named and labeled on lead sheets. So when you go look at tunes, in the real book or wherever you get your sheet music from, you'll know what you're looking at. Okay, thanks guys, and I'll talk to you in the next video, and I'm going to discuss inverted chords. Talk to you then.